Published 0857 EDT, the 23rd of August 2017. Updated 0859 EDT, the 23rd of August 2017. History will cast Wayne Rooney among England's greatest. There be no doubt about that. An international career spanning 13 years brought 119 appearances, more outfield showings than any other Englishman. That's more than David Beckham, Sir Bobby Charlton and Bobby Moore. Wearing the Three Lions crest, Rooney scored 53 goals, more than Charlton, Gary Lineker and Jimmy Greaves. Only Peter Shilton, the iconic English goalkeeper, has made more England appearances, and with a record of 5 Premier League titles, 1 Champions League, 1 Europa League, an FA Cup and 3 League Cups, Rooney will forever rank among the very greatest footballers that this country has produced. Rooney's international career began in a friendly match against Australia back in 2003. Wayne Rooney was just 17 when he scored his first England goal away to Macedonia. Rooney's 53rd and final England goal came from the penalty spot against Iceland last year. Fired up, Rooney celebrates one of the 2 goals he scored against Scotland in November 2014. Aged only 17 years and 111 days, his debut came in a 3-1 friendly defeat by Australia in February 2003, joining Francis Jeffers and Darius Vassell in a front 3 after coming on as a second-half substitute. Thankfully, matters would improve. A year later, Rooney's performances were laced with greatness at the 2004 European Championship. Sadly, it was perhaps the final time that Rooney truly appeared free and content in an England shirt. Rooney struck 4 goals at the tournament, and England will always wonder how the quarter-final against Portugal may have transpired had the striker avoided injury. These were the days that Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger drew the grandest comparisons. Rooney could be another George Best, I have no doubt, Wenger said in October 2004. England is in need of a big star, and he has what you need from that player. He comes from Liverpool, he is working class, and he has exceptional talent. No compliment was too much. Sir Alex Ferguson described him as the nation's best homegrown player in 30 years. Paul Scholes, master of the understatement, called him unbelievable. Manchester United supporters dubbed him the White Pele. Gary Lineker tipped him to reach the level of French superstars Zinedine Zidane. The teenage Rooney excelled at Euro 2004, scoring against Croatia and celebrating with his soon-to-be club teammate Paul Scholes. Rooney celebrates with David Beckham after scoring for England against Switzerland in 2004. Other tournaments ended in ignominy, such as his infamous red card against Portugal in 2006. Yet, since 2004, the highlights do not roll off the tongue. Rooney often impressed in qualifying and destroyed the Alsorans, but then became burdened by expectation and handicapped by injury and indiscipline. In 2006, a metatarsal injury suffered in a game at Stamford Bridge led to a rushed recovery, and he did not appear fit for purpose at the World Cup. Steve McLaren, Brawley et al., put paid to any ambitions in 2008. 2 years later in South Africa, Rooney entered the tournament in the form of his life after a devastating season with Manchester United, 119 appearances for England, the most by an outfield player and only 6 shy of goalkeeper Peter Shilton's all-time record. 0.71 England wins in which Rooney appeared, with 29 draws and 19 defeats. 0.53 Rooney's England record goal haul. 0.7 Only 7 of his goals have come at the final stages of international tournaments, 4 of them as an 18-year-old at Euro 2004. 0.1 He has scored only once at a World Cup, against Uruguay in 2014. 0.6 Rooney has played in 6 major tournaments, with England missing Euro 2008. 0.22 He has led England out as captain 22 times, as well as 7 other occasions when he has worn the armband for part of a game. 0.17 Rooney made his international debut as a substitute in a friendly against Australia in February 2003, aged 17 years and 111 days, an England record at the time, since surpassed by Theo Walcott. 0.45 Sir Bobby Charlton held the England scoring record for 45 years before Rooney reached his half-century in 2015. 0.6 Rooney played under half a dozen England managers: Sven-Goran Eriksson, Steve McLaren, Fabio Capello, Roy Hodgson, Sam Allardyce and Gareth Southgate. 0.122 Having been famously sent off against Portugal in the 2006 World Cup and again in a Euro 2012 qualifier in Montenegro, Rooney also has 12 yellow cards in his international career. Yet under Fabio Capello, Rooney produced his most rotten performances in an England shirt. His most memorable contribution to the tournament came at the end of a 0-0 draw against Algeria, as Rooney turned to the camera and criticized supporters for booing their own side. In 2012, a rush of blood to the head saw him banned for the first 2 games of the European Championships, then England were out inside 2 games at the 2014 World Cup, and then it all ended in chaos and misery as England lost to Iceland in 2016. By the final couple of tournaments, Rooney's every performance and inclusion became a matter of national debate, and after 2 goals for Everton, pangs of nostalgia have seen calls for one final flourish. Rooney lost his cool and stamped on Ricardo Carvalho, leading to the red card. Rooney complained to live cameras when fans jeered after England's 0-0 draw with Algeria at the World Cup in 2010. Sensibly, Rooney has resisted. He could carry on chasing the dream, every appearance more haggard and yielding greater scrutiny, or bow out now, with his reputation and dedication intact. Rooney is not the only great player of this generation who has struggled to lift his nation to glory. When even Lionel Messi toils, perhaps Rooney deserves more praise than lament. Rooney is not far short of 750 career appearances, and he is only 31 years of age. He wants to make a success of his return to Everton, and to do that, the occasional fortnight of respite is required. It is why Rooney enrolled in spinning classes this summer and took a personal trainer on 2 family holidays. One of Rooney's most memorable goals for England came in the Maracanã against Brazil. His decision means he can now maximize his final years in football, which should be a joy to all. Rooney is not content to be a passenger at Everton. He will have seen the reinvigorating effect of international retirement on Paul Scholes and Ryan Giggs at Manchester United. He has overcome so many hurdles, but has now reached the point of his professional life where he is discovering, as all great sportsmen do, that age is becoming his greatest opponent. This decision, as painful as it might have been, gives Rooney the best possible chance of maximizing his final years. And that should be a joy for everyone.